Today is June 23rd.
Yeah.
Happy summer, everyone. This is episode 69, and we've got a lot to talk about today.
We certainly do.
We are back from Stitchcon, and what an experience it was.
Yeah, we had a really good
marathon.
time. Yeah. I'm still tired.
Yeah. I think everybody that we talked to is.
Yeah. We left last Wednesday, stayed overnight in Canton, Ohio, and then went to Stitchcon on Thursday and had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Left Sunday morning. Stayed over in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and then did a little shopping in Lancaster, and then came home Monday. We got home, 8 o'clock or something like that? Yeah.
So it was a lot of driving.
It was a lot of driving. It was...
I personally didn't do any of the driving. Tracy, if you're listening, yes. I am making that clear. Yes. We went with Tracy from OG Stitchery, and she and Jane were the drivers. I was the back seat driver.
Tracy did most of the driving.
Yeah, she did.
And, we did a lot of sleeping.
We sure did. I don't know why we did tie-in when it was all over.
Anyway, we had a great time, and so of course we had the best table.
We did. Number 9.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, we actually had a trio of tables that
we had a compound, you could say. Yeah. Thanks to our friends Missy and Kathy from Two Needles Pulling Thread, and I think they had some help too from other people to secure the table space.
So
we had a great group.
Yeah, we met Katie from Instagram. This is Katie Brown. We met the Disorderly Stitcher, Nancy. The Fanciful Flamingo, Alicia, Sandy from Stitching Sandy. Let's see, who else? Of course, OG Stitchery was there. Yes. Oh, you know who we met is Deb Hoban from the Sunshine Stitchers. Yeah. So that was really fun to talk to her and get to know her a little bit better. And then, of course, Missy and Kathy were there.
And our friend, Pam from will be Stitch New England.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it is already Stitch New England. I was thinking of the upcoming retreat. And our
Beth.
Yes, Beth from South Carolina. And our friends from Southern Mass / Rhode Island, Deborah and Deb.
Who are we forgetting? There was PJ was PJ.
Yes, from California, I think.
So we had a really good little compound there. Yeah. So it was very, very nice.
So I guess we're gonna just kind of jump right in and show you some of the wonderful items that we were gifted by many stitchers there, and show you what we gave away. And
so I'm going to start.
All right. You go right ahead.
I'm just going to do kind of a rapid fire, because I know that if you didn't go to StitchCon, you may not be interested in this. You may want to just fast forward a little bit. But just, thank you to everyone. And it was just, a whirlwind, and, very, very generous people and very thoughtful.
Yes.
So wanted to start
creative.
off. This was in our swag bag. This is a coaster of Ohio. We got this from our friend Kathy. It's a thread bed. So
did a terrific job.
Oh yeah, and she's like, "Oh, it's a little wonky."
I already started using mine. What?
Yeah, she says it's a little wonky, but
I already started using mine.
Yeah, but if all my wonky things came out like that, I'd be happy. From our friend Diane in Saugus, a little zipper holder. I mean, a scissor holder. Somebody made these on her she has an embroidery thing on her sewing machine.
Yeah, those are really beautiful.
Yeah, she had different shapes, but that was pretty cool. This was from Pam of Stitch New England, Stitching in the Land of Good Enough. She gave all of us a skein of Ohio Sky.
That is a gorgeous color.
It is a gorgeous color and very thoughtful.
Yeah.
And then she also made these little tags, which are cross-stitched and have this little thing that she sewed onto it for your needle. I thought that was really clever.
Yeah, that was very clever.
From our New York friends, this is little Ort holders. And thank you, Andrea. So I got the baseballs for when we throw out the first stitch.
And I got the lobsters because Andrea, New York needleworker, is a very kind person who lent me the Prairie Schooler 1992 chart that I've had for months and months and months now that has the lobster on it. And she kindly said, "Oh, I'm in no rush." You give me an inch, Andrea.
Yeah, no, that was your first mistake. And then our friend Jan made us these scissor fobs. So yeah, look at how cute those are. And and the colors match.
Right.
So our friend Deb from from Rhode Island made us these for our tags, and they have a little zipper in it, so it was perfect to hold money.
Things that we might lose
and my credit card. And then the back has...
there isn't a hole burned through yours.
And then the back has this netting that you can hold stuff. And I got a little sticker that I put on mine, and it says, "I had a finish." So that to come later. I had that. I'll finish at Stitchcon.
You might see I don't have one of those. And then as if that wasn't enough, then she stitched these lovely pulls for us.
And then it says Stitchcon 23 or SC 23.
Yeah. These are
just
lovely.
Amazing.
And
amazing.
She had already made us these lovely stitching mats.
Yeah.
And
Orts. Yep.
And then in matching fabric, she made these coasters for us.
Yeah.
That talented Deb.
It's amazing. Yeah.
We can't wait for her to retire and see what comes next.
This bag came from Katie. And so this was kind of fun because there's like all kinds of stuff in here.
I know.
Actually, this is kind of cool. So this is a stand that you can put your phone on, which is great for when I sit and watch Floss Tube.
Yeah.
We all got a little tag or a little ornament, a needle threader, some clips, always nice. And I got a scissor fob. Kate, I wanted to know, did you make these? It's really, really pretty.
Yeah, it is.
So I got mine, has a Christmas tree on it. And always can use this. This is a ruler, but it's an emery board. This is really cool.
I love to have an emery board handy.
Yeah. And then a little sunflower. So thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Katie. That was great. And then I'm going to show you some other things that we got.
We each have a box of
stuff.
Here.
Subi from Maryland gave a little floss ring. This was from the Fanciful Flamingo. So some floss drops and some pins. And look at that pin. Look how cute that is.
Just beautiful.
And some other pins. And so this is from Nancy, the Disorderly Stitcher. Another, some more floss cards and floss ring. Let's see. Oh, this is from your friend Carmen from Fargo, North Dakota. She gave us some cute floss cards. From our friend Dottie Crisp, some floss cards, and it's one of those really tiny needle threaders.
Good.
The kind with the yeah, good. This is from Brenda Miller, and I love these because this is her Beagle Diesel. Look at how cute he is. We got stuff from Amy Sprinklestein. This is Snickerdoodle Stitch. I got an
It
S.
was fun. We could all get our initial.
What did you get?
An N.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And let's see, Jamie Richardson. This was we got some wax, which I'm very excited to try.
Me too.
We got we got a couple of pins and some wax, and then Kate is from Hawaii with some.
I think she got the prize for coming the furthest.
You think?
Well,
No,
I guess there was
no, Australia.
Australia, that's right. Yeah.
Let's see, what else? We got, somebody, we are all in stitches over here.
I think that was our friend Deborah.
I think so too. And then Kathy and Missy, 2 needles pulling thread, a needle minder, and stitching with Binks. Look at how cute he is. So, oh wait, was that one?
Oh, you must have taken mine.
Here you go.
From our friend Holly.
And then Holly of Hobbies of Holly. So this is some wax, and there's a bee and a little honeycomb.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Oh, this was a great idea. So so somebody left these on the table. So it's a highlighter with a skein of DMC.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a clever idea?
It really was.
I thought that was really cute.
You gotta pick all it up now, you know.
Yeah. And then the Southern Yankee Stitcher gave us these beautiful...
Already used one.
These beautiful cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
So... let me see if
Great ideas.
Yeah. So, so we did well. Oh,
we sure did.
Jennifer Lee, also, we were very surprised and very thankful for this.
This
was
so
just a really
clever.
Yeah. So show them the outside. Yeah. So this is an egg carton that she decorated. Yeah.
And filled with all sorts of great things. Now, I just do want to point out all these were filled. And maybe some of them...
What happened to them?
Maybe some of them were filled with candy. But this was so clever.
Yeah.
These are...
Some buttons.
I'm not showing them to their best advantage here. These are buttons.
Yeah.
And I'm dying to try this, the spool of anchor thread. Have you tried this yet?
No.
Yeah. And a tape measure, which I'm always looking for, and some tape.
Yeah.
That was so terrific.
And some candy.
And some candy,
Jennifer
which was
Lee
delicious.
is fifth daughter on Instagram. So
yeah,
definitely go and check her out.
Another nice item was this is from Wonderland Hand Dyed Fabrics. And they were there and generously passing out their hand-dyed fabric. And this is 28-count Lugana in mock turtle. That was one of, I think they said this was their signature color last year. And because they're Wonderland Fabrics, they always do an Alice in Wonderland themed. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Fabric.
I'll put their I'll put their information below, but it's wonderlandhanddyed.com.
And you also have the book there, the patent book
then,
that she gave along with that.
So there's also this book called Cross Stitch Chat, and it's patterns by much loved member designers of the Cross Stitch Chat Discord server. And there's a website that you can go and you can get these charts too. So let me see if I can show a couple of them. And then there's this one is a little mushroom. I guess they come out with a mushroom every year.
Oh, really?
This is Math is a Scam, Counting is Hard. That's why I cross stitch. And then there's a frog to keep the frogs away. So that was that was a lot.
Yeah.
So we not only got, but we also gave, and we gave away. If you remember from our last video, we gave away, or we had a contest. So we had tubes of beads, and I don't know where I put those now. Probably here somewhere.
Under many layers of gifts.
Yeah. Oh, here they are.
All right.
Okay. So we had tubes of beads that we were giving away, and it had beads and buttons and a needle. And there was one very special tube that had a green star button in it. And so we made, we actually made a little over 300. And so Stephanie was nice enough to make an announcement for us to say to come over to our table and get beads, and a lot of people did, and then we still had a number left. So Chris and I wandered the tables, which was really fun.
It was a nice opportunity to meet people.
Yeah.
And it was harder to get a winner than anticipated.
Yeah.
In fact, out of the roughly 300 that we gave away, we were down to 11.
Yeah.
And
we ended up with 11 after.
There were a couple of panicky sessions where we went through them ourselves to make sure that the prize one was indeed still in there.
Right.
But no one had picked it and didn't realize it. And it was still in there.
Yeah.
So someone came up with a good idea, not sure who that was at our table, to use a random number generator and choose a table and then go over there and let those participants pick.
Yeah. So they got to pick again.
Yeah. So it took a few rounds of that as well.
Yeah, no kidding. I know. It was,
we finally got a winner, Jennifer. Mm-hmm. And Jennifer must have been on a lucky streak, because I'm pretty sure she wound up winning the grand prize at Stitchcon, which was like paid admission, travel voucher, hotel for next year's Stitchcon. And they sweetened the deal by you have a guaranteed spot. You don't have to worry about September or whatever and getting in, and so good for Jennifer. Yeah.
So actually we gave away a fat quarter of color and cotton fabric and 3 color and cotton flosses. So anyway, congratulations, Jennifer. So.
And we'll be back next month at Stitch, New Jersey.
That's right. We're planning on doing we're planning on doing the same thing. Actually, we have to talk to Arlene and make sure she's okay with that.
Right.
But yeah, so if Arlene is okay with that, then at Stitch, New Jersey, we will be doing the same sort of contest. So the prize might be a little different, but but we'll do the tube thing again.
Should that take us?
So let's see.
Oh,
yeah, do you want to so actually, you know what? So there are 2 other random acts of kindness that I would like to show. One is from my friend Beth from the South Carolina.
Yeah.
I always forget that, South Carolina. Anyway, she brought some charts that she let the table members look at before they went on the freebie table. And this one I have been wanting for a very long time. It's called Time for Seasons, and it's from By the Bay Needle Art. And it's the really, really big chart where you put all the 4 seasons in a square and then stitch something in the middle. So I am just so thankful to have this. Here we go. Here's a picture of it. So that's essentially what it will look like. And then I think there's some charts that you like, some options that you can do for the center.
Okay.
Anyway, I just love this.
That's beautiful.
I really have to start this.
You really do.
Soon.
Yeah.
Very, very soon.
Yeah.
So,
that is
thank
gorgeous.
Thank you so much, Beth. Another random act of kindness was that we, well, of course, when we went there, we went to Keepsakes. And that was a really fun outing.
We rode the Stitchy bus.
Rode the Stitchy bus. And you go into Keepsakes and you just don't know where to look.
You don't.
There's just so much there. So after we had gone in, we were sitting on the steps waiting for the Stitchy bus to come. And there's a fabric store actually right next door to Keepsakes. And so I was going to go over there while I was waiting for the bus. And our friend Nancy from the Disorderly Stitcher, as I was on my way over there, she said, buy 2 half yards of fabric and I will make you a bag. So how could I not, right?
Would have been rude not to.
Yeah. So the problem was, what am I going to choose? And like, I knew I didn't have a lot of time, so I just kind of spun around looking, real quick. And then I'm like, oh God, I don't know. And then I was on, thinking, well, maybe I just don't get anything because I just don't know. And then on my way out, I spotted it.
Perfect match.
The perfect fabric, really, really fun. And, and then I found a, like kind of a matching fabric, and I did have to check with the woman in the store to find out, do you think this matches? And she said yes.
Okay.
So
you got the stamp of approval.
I got the bag today.
Already?
Today, yes.
Are you kidding me?
And this is the front.
Wow.
And this is the back.
Just beautiful.
Look at all those beautiful leaves.
Clearly Nancy doesn't sleep.
No, I know. But look at how gorgeous that is.
Wow.
I love this so much. She sent me 2.
Wow.
And I'm going to give one to my friend, Chris. So,
Thank
that's
you.
another random act of kindness.
Beautiful.
But aren't these gorgeous? Yeah.
I don't know how she did it. We've been like limping through this week. Like,
I know, right? Yeah. I'm like dead on my feet.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
And here's Nancy whipping them up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Nancy.
Yes, thank you. God, that's so beautiful.
Oh, I can't wait to pick a new project here to put in.
All right. I think we should talk about stitching.
Well, should we talk about?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. No.
Right.
We should talk about our smalls exchange.
Right.
So, do you want to go first?
Yes. Well, I was the lucky recipient of Cheryl's beautiful work. And
good things come to those who stitch.
Obviously put a lot of work into this. And she was very, very nice and kind. Put a nice little note in here, as well as a lovely little fob that matches the case. Thank you. And scissors. And
really
beautiful
cute.
stitching, beautiful finish work.
Yep.
And this lovely case.
That's
to make me an organized stitcher. Cheryl, if anyone can do it, it's you. And it was really fun to find these and open it up.
Yeah.
And mine, which thanks to Jane's technology, you'll hopefully see a picture of, was an FFO that, as you may recall, Jane and I were just picking up our FFOs from our wonderful finisher, Janet, and in the nick of time to take to Stitchcon. So we haven't shown this before, but mine was one you've seen in process certainly a long time, Ink Circles Hot Cocoa. And Carmen was very gracious. I think she liked it. And the next day at breakfast, she came with this lovely thank you note for me. And it was really nice to meet her. Carmen is in incredible shape. She is an amazing biker. And I said to her, you look like you could have, she was from Fargo, North Dakota. I said, you look like you could have biked here. And I think she said, I didn't, but I was thinking about it. And, which I think would have been nothing, because she said she went from San Diego, and I can't even remember where she went. Like, I want to say San Antonio. It was like,
I don't know. I thought it was San Francisco to Florida, but I could be making that up too. But anyway, it was a long way.
It was an impressive trek. Yeah. So it was really great to meet her too. Yeah.
So I don't think I took a picture of the small that I made.
I'll vouch for you.
Yeah.
And that was beautiful.
Yeah. Jan did a really good job. I did a spring bird houses from Tiny Modernist.
You'll have to do some more of those.
Yeah. I will. Okay, sure.
Well, you either will or you'll have to give me the pen.
Okay, all right, that's good. So when I went up to the table, I saw this box and I could not pass it up. It says, I followed my heart and it took me to the beach. And in this box was a postcard from Seattle, and this was made by Michelle. And this was the small that I think is just so adorable, right up my alley. And so she wrapped the hoop.
I like how she did that.
And then seagull fabric.
Great colors too.
She also gave me the chart. So this is what she stitched. I will most likely be stitching that. So
the companion piece.
Yes, exactly. And then she gave me the fabric for the that she used for the backing. Some
that's really cute. I didn't even see that before.
Ribbon. Yeah, look at how cute this ribbon is. And then some fish ribbon. And this says "Dream of the Sea and the Wild Salt Air." So this is a
nice corner
square. And a pair of scissors.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. How did she know?
And 2 needle minders. One says "Crabby," and the other says "Beach Please." And then she also put in here a...
What is that, bottomless?
I know. This is incredible. And a towel that says, "Life is better at the beach."
Very nice.
So, really, can't thank you enough, Michelle. This was such a fun piece to open. Like Chris said, it just kept going on and on. So very, very thankful.
That was really an impressive, and the way that small exchange work at Stitchcon, when you go in and register, you get either a red, white, or blue chip. Some of us held on to our chips. Some of us may have misplaced them. Maybe.
Yeah.
And so they divided basically the 300 up to 100 each, which was good. Certainly made it more manageable, and then called within that 100, I don't know, a group of 20 or something people at one time. So it had a good flow to it. Yeah. And people were encouraged to put theirs back for a photo for viewing at the end. Yeah. And really one of the more impressive exchanges that I've participated in.
Very talented women. Yeah. So I will put some I'll put some pictures in of the Smalls Exchange at the end. I will put in a video and some pictures of the brag table, because that was also just very, very impressive. So. And
then, like Jane said, I mean, Keepsakes itself is just incredible. You know, every inch, I'd say, of place. And really nice displays, too, like displayed with just like either nice old furniture or pieces. And the walls are just, and again, it's a whole house, so it's a lot of space to put things in. And
it's really nice.
So you suddenly want to do charts that you never gave a second look before, too, right?
Right, absolutely, all right.
Oh, should we show?
Now we should do our whips, and then we can do the haul.
Oh,
afterwards.
Sure.
Don't you think?
Yep, that's fine.
All right.
Well, I'll be pretty quick.
All right.
About the whips, I think.
Well, would you like to throw out the first stitch?
You know, I'm just like totally off my game now about that. Yes, I would. Thank you, Jane.
All right.
Thanks for bringing me back.
Go ahead.
So I only have one whip, but I actually made quite a bit of progress on it. And I kind of hate to think this, but I think I maybe have been monogamous on this since April. Because I did it Stitch North. I know I had monogamous May. And here we are nearing the end of June. And I worked at this the whole time in Stitchcon. Yeah. And, you know, there was a lot of talking and taking the Stitchy bus and various things. But we haven't even got to the food yet. Yeah. But I actually got quite a bit done on this. I finished all the roofs, which was my goal for Stitchcon. And I've now completely finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 houses.
Wow.
And I've, at least have, obviously something done on the other blocks. Some closer to completion than others.
Yep.
And
is this line done of the...
Not completely, but very close, because I was going to say I have kept up with the 2 lines of Holt motifs.
Yep.
I kind of caught up on those, the ones that I had done the colors on. So now as I'm going, I'm keeping up with those.
Great.
So that's that. That's my Stitchcon story. And I was happy that I had a project with big blocks of color. But I admit, I was kind of jealous that I didn't have something that I could have done a finish on. But, that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed it vicariously from you. And Tracy. Tracy should have given me some of hers, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. She was the big winner.
So actually, now that you mentioned food, we didn't mention food. We should really talk quickly about...
Yeah, we have to talk about food.
So...
And food was really, in large part, thanks to our friend Katie that we made, our new friend that we made, because Katie grew up in Cincinnati. And although she isn't living there right now, so she introduced us to something we had only heard about before. Cincinnati chili.
Yeah.
And it was good. She took us to Skyline Chili for all you aficionados out there. And basically, Cincinnati chili is different than what we'd have here and that around here, and I think a lot of places. Chili's pretty hearty with meat and beans and vegetables, etc. And this is a thinner variety that's served on spaghetti. And at Skyline Chili, you have a couple of options, and Katie explained it very well before we went in. You can have a coney, which is a small hot dog, and it's hot dog, chili, cheese. And
onions and mustard if you want.
Yes. And I think I did want. I
had it all.
Everything.
Yeah, I had the works. Yep.
And she explained the whole spaghetti thing to us before. You can get a 3-way, a 4-way, or a 5-way. And I just went for the 3. But that was spaghetti, chili, and cheese. But you could have, the other add-ons were onion, a diced onion, or beans. So that would be your 4 and 5. And it was delicious. But so as full as we were.
Yeah. So Katie explained it all to us. We go in, the waitress says, have you been here before? And 3 of us had not. So Chris and I and Katie and Beth went. And so the waitress yells over, we need 3 samples here. So they bring us a little bowl with the spaghetti with chili on it. Beth and I had a really hard time getting past the spaghetti with chili. So
I was much more flexible.
So we went for the conies, but they were really good. Yeah, they were really good. And so the waitress came over, and so when she asked if we had been there before, and we said no. She asked for the sample, and then she started explaining it like exactly the way that Katie had it down. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we went for ice cream at Grader's.
Wow.
And had on Katie's recommendation,
3 out of 4.
We all had the black raspberry chip with like huge chunks of dark chocolate in it. And typically I'm not a blackberry person. I wouldn't order blackberry ice cream. But Katie this is their signature ice cream. And Katie didn't steer us wrong with Skyline chili, so I went for it, and boy, am I glad I did.
I have to admit, if we went back, I'd have that next time.
Yeah.
But, mocha chip is like one of my favorites, and I couldn't pass that up.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a bad choice to be made.
I don't think you could go wrong with
No.
So we did some good eating. Yeah.
It's funny. I take a yoga class, and there's a woman there who's from Cincinnati. So I had told her before. So when I came in, she said, "Oh, did you go?" And I said, "Yeah." And I said, unfortunately, when you're at retreats, you don't really see a heck of a lot of the place that you're going to. And, we weren't in downtown Cincinnati. It's in Sharonville, which I think is probably like the Watertown or Arlington of Cincinnati, kind of. But I said we didn't get the whole Cincinnati experience, but we did get the food. And she said to me, "Did you go to Skyline Chili?" And I said, "Yes, we did." And I said, and then we went for ice cream, and she said,
"Graters."
So we knew Katie
had
us on the right path.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah. All right, I had 2 whips.
Okay.
I worked on Hemlock and Rye's, Samhain and Salem. This is a chart that you can get on gumroad.com and Hemlock and Rye. And Julie, Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World, is the one who designed this. She also has other houses, Nantucket and Williamsburg. She also has a number of other patterns on there. She's also started doing some sampler reproductions. Most of her charts are pay what you want. So go check that out, because these, I think, really look like Salem houses to me.
They do.
So I finished, before Stitchcon, I finished the middle house. There you go. And I love the wreath on the door. I think the way that she charted that is really fun. And then I moved on to the blue house next to it. And so I mostly worked on this.
You really made good progress there.
Yeah, not too bad.
What fabric is that?
This is, don't tell me. This is 36 count Edinburgh linen. This is, it's called Highland, and it's from Picture This Plus. So,
good choice.
Thank you. And then since I last saw you, I also did a little bit on Halloween This Way by the Primitive Hare. And I thought, the reason I started working on this was I thought if I could get one of the signs kind of done with the outline and the words, then I could just do fill-in at Stitchcon.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't happen. But I did start the sign.
I'm so glad you took that out again.
Yeah. I need to start working on this more, because it's fun to stitch, and it's
love that fabric.
And so maybe for this one I could do a sign and do it at New Jersey or Stitch New England,
right?
Or the farm. So one of them anyway.
Well, Stitch New England you'd be in the right season for.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. All right. Finishes?
No finishes for me.
Well, hold on to your hats.
It's the moment we've been waiting for.
Sit down, relax, sit back. Don't spit out your drink. I've been working on...
I think we can all say it with you. Stoney Creek, nature's best for the bath.
I've been working on this one called Under the Sea for a friend of mine. And I finished it at Stitchcon.
Woo-hoo.
So I did get to ring the bell.
Rung.
Yes, I did get to ring the bell. And here it is. Well, let me just fold that over. Here it is.
It was worth waiting for.
So I did not do, there's a little banner on the bottom that I didn't think was necessary. This was a lot of confetti, a lot of back stitching.
I'll say.
And next time,
you're not letting anyone pick what you do.
That's right.
You'll tell them what they like.
That's right. So I'm so glad this is done.
Aren't we all?
And now I just...
Lovely.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Now I just have to get it framed.
And that was a great choice for that border color.
Oh, yeah. So I decided, so I actually talked to my friend, and we picked Wisteria from Color and Cotton as a variegated thread for the border. So that worked out well.
Yeah. When did you sneak this in?
So actually, I just started that on Tuesday, and I finished it. I finished it today.
Wow.
So I wanted.
Are you trying to be Nancy?
So I want to do some. I want to do some summer stitching.
Oh yeah.
And some smalls. So I picked up the Seaside Series, and this is number 6, JBW Designs. No, I've had this for a while.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, she's actually come out with let's see. She's actually her latest one is the Seal and the Egret.
Oh. Okay.
So I have to get that one. But I decided that I would do the. Let me pick this. So let's see. Which way do you think it goes? It definitely goes this way.
All right.
And so
lovely fabric too.
Yeah, so I did the starfish. And there we go.
Pretty.
And JBW often does charts with motifs.
Oh yeah.
As part of the chart. So here we have a lighthouse and some fish. There's a dolphin in there. There's an anchor in there. And this is...
Oh, is that a lobster?
That's a fish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
Seahorse.
Yep.
Very
dolphin,
nice.
Boat, anchor, star. So, yeah, there's a lot of little cute motifs in there. And I did that on... this is actually Vintage Blue Whisper from BeStitchMe.
Nice.
Sorry, it's so wrinkly. Yeah, so now I can give that to my finisher, and she can do that.
Yeah.
I am going to do the mermaid, too.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You're a mermaid kind of girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know when I'm going to do it, but maybe I'll do that one next.
Yeah, who knows?
This one only, I mean, they're quick stitches.
Yeah.
So it's really kind of fun. All right, those were my finishes. FFOs?
Yes.
Okay.
Very excited about that.
Okay.
So as I said, when we last saw you, we were going to see our finisher and picking up some items, and one of mine was hot cocoa, which you'll hopefully be seeing a picture of. And my other one was this kind of endless one, as you may recall. The Autumn Sale from 21, I believe, by Laurie Holt. And it's finally finished. This has been to many a retreat, starting with the farm in 21.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And it's done.
Yep.
And she did a beautiful job on it.
Oh, there's the... It's got a little tassel there. Show the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty fall.
Nice.
Pretty fall fabric for the back.
backing.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy to have this.
It's nice. Really nice.
Done. Thank you, Janet.
Well, in addition to my my small for Stitchcon, which I don't have and don't have a picture of,
really was beautiful.
I started this at Stitch North, and our table mate, Lorene, gave me this fabric because I wanted to.
That's right.
Yeah, because I wanted to start it, and she says, "Here, I have a piece of fabric if you want to start it." So, because we had gotten the floss, so
did you get
and the chart, so
lady dot trim there too?
No. So this I don't know.
Okay.
Janet found this or
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so I don't have the chart to show you, but you can see what it is. I did make a little bit of a change to it. This had a border and it had the S up here and the N over here, but I just put it next to the maple leaf. And then somebody at Stitch North gave me this little pin, so that went on there. And Janet finished this for me.
Yeah, it's perfect fabric.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Very nice.
Yes, my
memento.
little souvenir from my first Stitch North. All right. So, did you get any haul at Stitchcon?
I did. Should I go in with that versus the freebie table first?
Whatever you want to do. Haul is haul, I guess.
All right. I'll start with the freebies then.
Okay.
And most of these I have to thank my friend Jane for. She knows what I like. So she knows I'm a sucker for a stitch towel.
Mm-hmm.
And she found this package on there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then I also benefited from the Beth collection. Sorry for the bit of a glare there, but who doesn't like a Plum Street autumn salt box?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very nice. And this was the biggie. With a needle and thread. This was also Beth. Manor at Quaker Hill. Oh. Sorry, can't read that front and back at the same time. But sometimes I can't even read one of them. Now, this was from my friend Jane picked this up from me off the table because I have this fascination, I guess, with Venice, but certainly with stitching Venice.
Yeah.
And
have you stitched Venice
by
yet?
golly, I'm going to finish. I'm going to start and finish one of them someday. This seems a little more doable than some of the ones I have.
Yeah.
With any luck, since I've got all the thread pull too, maybe it's the same thing. Oh, this is one that could be from my collection. I did so many fingertip towels way back when. But one that I didn't do that was on, well, two actually that I didn't do that were on here. I did do many of these. That caught my eye was these seashells. Oh, those are very pretty. Mm-hmm. And this one that says, with the pineapple, that's Be My Guest. So I couldn't pass that up. Let's see. And along with those dowels, I did a ton of bread covers. Oh, I made so many like Christmas baskets for people and
nice. Put
little goodies in there. So again, I might have had this one. This one, the fact that it was a complete kit, although I wouldn't use the 8 of it's with this, but it really is a pretty palette. So I couldn't pass that up. And kind of along the same lines, I used to love Claire Murray. I think she probably was only like a local shop. I think she sold online. I don't think they're in business anymore. Could be wrong. And her big thing was she used to have these beautiful hooked rugs. And probably somewhere I have a kit, I suppose, of that. But I do love these Nantucket baskets. And again, all the colors with it. So I don't think the material was with that, but that's fine. I'm sure I'd want to use something else. But
okay.
Oh, and this one last
one.
This was also from Beth. And this is a nativity sampler. And it's in nice piece of linen with this. It's in very muted colors, which I typically probably wouldn't do. But it's very simple.
Mm-hmm.
And, I like the sentiment, like the simple nature.
I have to borrow this from you.
I think you might.
Yeah.
As you could tell, that is, I don't know what year it is, but the fact that the pattern is hand-drawn.
Yeah. Yep.
Gives you an idea. It's pretty vintage.
Yep. 1983.
Oh, okay. It was a good year.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah. So that was that. Now I think I've buried all my purchases under here too, but whoops.
So while you're getting your purchases, I'll show you
go right ahead.
my what I got from the freebie table, and some of these will come as no surprise to you if you've watched us for a while. So this one is called a Christmas medley, and it's from Canterbury Designs. And,
don't know them, do you?
You
have any other ones?
I don't think so. But the reason I got this is because, so there's a bunch of Christmas things here, but look at this one. They're 3 little beagles with halos. It's a Christmas
Just
scene.
like Chester.
With Christmas scene. And this one, although you can't really tell, and I had to really look close and try to figure it out, this one has a shoe in his mouth. So I think I might have to rechart something else because it's really not a great design. But this one has a tilted halo with a shoe in his mouth. But look at how cute those are. So that's why I got this one.
Can I just show something in a minute? You probably can't see that too well, but there they are on a towel.
On a towel.
I might have to do that one for you.
And then also here is one as a single. Actually, this looks like it's on a bib, but and then so I already have this.
Really?
I probably already.
Oh, you don't know where it is?
No, I know where it is. I know where it is. I'm sure that I have more than one copy of this. Now, when I asked, I found this. So Keepsakes has a freebie bin too. So when I was at Keepsakes and we were waiting for the Stitchy bus, what are you gonna do, right?
Right,
You go for the bin. So
want to use your time wisely,
right? So I found this in the bin, and I asked Nancy if she wanted it, and she said no. And I told her that someday when I sell this, she's gonna be sorry. So if any of you have this chart, someday I'm gonna sell this. So
you know what?
No,
I want you to turn this around and show the people. So, like me, they can cry. 324 colors of DMC for $25. Plus a free set of stick-on labels. What year?
1988.
Okay.
And then I got this one because there's a lot of fish, and
I can't believe you want to do any more fish.
Who doesn't need a fish chart? This one I got because JBW is one of my favorite designers. This is an old chart.
Yeah.
Merry Angels 2.
Very different style for her, huh?
Yeah. So. And this one I thought, well, maybe I'll be able to do this.
I have looked at that over the years.
This is Candy Ribbon Ornament, a counted thread ornament for perforated paper. So you stitch it on the perforated paper, and then you fold it up and, I don't know.
That was
stick
scary.
it together. I don't know. I don't know. I think I think we could probably do this.
All right. So. Something we could FFO ourselves?
Yeah. Yeah. This one, actually Tracy found for me. This it has a hot dog on it. So I'm doing a motif project with lots of junk food. And this one has that. I already did a hamburger, but this one has a hamburger. It's got some ice cream. It's got a few healthy things on here too. But so what I have to do is I have to try to decide.
What's going on?
Because I have a bunch of hot dog ones now. I just have to pick the one I want
that fits in the best.
Then the rest will go in another on another freebie table. For those who know me, this is a Leisure Arts booklet, Looney Tunes, and here is Sylvester. So I couldn't leave that on the table.
No, that's one you don't have.
No, it's not. Yeah, you're right. Also, I love Sue Coleman's artwork. And I could not leave this one on the table. And I also love Elsa Williams, and I have quite a few of her kits.
I bet you do.
Someday I should just do a Elsa Williams stash. Stash video. But this one is Wheat Harvest.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. And then this one is called Heartfelt Wreath. Not necessarily my thing, but
you couldn't pass that up.
Couldn't pass it up. Didn't want to leave it on the table and have it not go to a good home. So those were my freebies.
All right.
What'd you buy?
Well, we got a couple of things. The first is actually a Stitch North purchase. I ordered this at Stitch North, and they sent it out. And this is for a September sale, which I'd like to participate in. We'll see if I did. This is designed by Ellen of Maximum Cross Stitch Power, is it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. For Evertoad. I think it's beautiful. They had a finish of it at Stitch North, and I really loved it. Great. Oh, September's Revenge is the name, by the way. And just great autumn colors. And I bought the beautiful Roxy floss to go with it. Some of these, I guess, are just Roxy, and some are Leo and Roxy. And a beautiful palette. Yeah, so I look forward to that. This, I got at Keepsake. I've always wanted to do a finish on one of these paddle boards or whatever one might call it. We didn't mention how we stopped at Hobby House on the way.
Right, we did.
And I just wound up getting fabric from there, which I know that's not terribly interesting to look at. But this is Fiber on a Whim. And I think it's beautiful. And it is, let's see, Silver Fox, 32 count linen. And I bought this because I would like to do, it's my big toe design. It's Quoth the Stitcher, I Need More, which I think is really cute pattern, which I don't have yet. But I knew that this was the material that was called for. So when I saw it, I thought, I'm going to get that so I'll have it. I also got some beautiful fabric at Keepsakes. Oh, I know what I bought this for. because I bought the Honey Craftsman sampler. This was something they had up on the wall that just caught my eye. This is Stitchy Prose, Holly Freeman. Never bought any, and never had anything of hers before. And it called for fiber on a whim, milk and honey. And I think they didn't have it in the stitch count that I wanted, which I believe this is 32 count linen. But they had this cream and sugar.
Yeah.
And
milk and honey, cream and sugar.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Looked very close to me. And it is very nice fabric. And then I do love Sue Hillis. And this was the signature piece that she did for this year's Stitchcon that I thought was very pretty and very apropos because I bought a bike today.
Nice.
Yeah. More on that in a minute. And so while I was there, I saw this. This is Grace Notes. Looking for the name on that. Andrew. Very descriptive, I'm sure. But I don't have any Grace Notes. And this is just a very pretty lightly modeled light blue.
Yep.
And
nice.
That went with that. And this is a design that I don't have from anywhere. Don't have any of this. By Cotton Pixels. And this is Stitch's cat. I am not a cat person typically. But I just love this. Like the colors in it are just so vivid. And it's just this sweet little simple design. And it has this little tomato on a hoop there. And they give you this little hoop. And that just kind of made it. So I'm going to give that a try.
Okay, nice.
And that's that.
All right.
Yeah, I haven't had a bike in quite a while because my husband was on a big cleaning out the garage kit one time. And my bike was quite old, probably at least 30 years old, I guess. And I think it was probably at a point when my daughter was home and we had 3 cars in what can only be described as a very inadequate driveway and garage for barely 1 car. And so he was in this big clean out. And so we took the bikes and I think he probably put them out on the sidewalk. And I didn't feel like I could really argue about it because I hadn't ridden it in years. Although in my mind it was perfectly okay. So out it went. And
so 30 years later you bought another bike.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, he's a big bike rider, and
good.
we talked about doing it in.
So now that you're retired, you have time to ride your bike.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So the guy was like holding it for me to get on in the store, and I was like, you could tell I hadn't been on a bike in a while, huh? And he kept saying, "You're not gonna fall. You're not gonna fall."
It's just like riding a bike.
I didn't.
All right, so let's see. So we went to Hobby House, and I also got a piece of the Fiber on the Whim fabric that Chris just showed. And I also got this chart, because I'd never seen it before. This is a Scattered Seed Samplers Shelter from the Storm, and 2 little bunnies sitting under a mushroom. And I don't know why, but that just kind of grabbed me in the moment, so I got that. And then at Keepsakes, I got Well, Chris and I both like this, and I don't know how I ended up having to buy it.
I don't know, but I'm glad you did.
So this is Isaiah 9:6. And
all I can say is it was so much more impressive, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
When we saw it done and on a beautiful, I think it was seraphim fabric, which unfortunately doesn't look like it's available anymore, but we know what we're looking for now, so we're going to find it.
We're looking for a yellow opalescent.
Yeah.
So if anybody has any suggestions, let us know. Because it was beautiful.
It really was.
Really, really nice. And then I saw this one, and this one really kind of grabbed me too. This is Little House Needleworks Around the World in 80 Days. And so the way that they had stitched it and on the model at Keepsakes was, instead of putting the words up here, they had put an alphabet all the way across, which really looked cool. I'm not a big hot air balloon person, so I'll probably leave that out and maybe put something else there, or just leave it blank. But I really liked, I liked the model, which is why I bought this. And it's kind of New Englandy with the ship and the house and the. So. And then at the annex at Stitchcon, two things, well, more than two things caught my eye, but I bought two charts. This one is called Autumn Seaside, and the model of this and the picture are awful.
Yeah.
They really.
But we can do better.
Yeah. So I'm going to definitely stitch this on a different fabric, but you have the seagull with a pumpkin and then a beach ball and then another pumpkin, which I thought was really cute. And then I saw this Rovaris chart, and it is actually it's actually a needle book.
Oh, and they do give you the materials in there.
Yeah, so you fold it up, and here's the whale, and then you open it up, and you can stitch the inside. There's a little scissor fob that you can stitch, and then you stitch the outside. And so they do give you little pieces of felt and a couple of buttons and some ribbon. And before I bought this, I asked my friend Deb, if I stitch this, could you make me the needle book? And she very graciously said yes. So I will be stitching this and getting this to Deb to finish for me.
Okay.
So it's really nice to have friends who sew.
Yeah.
And I did buy a couple of pieces of fabric, which I was not going to, but I'm blaming Kathy, and I am blaming Beth. I really shouldn't say blaming. They enabled me, and so I cracked. But you don't really need to see the fabric.
Pressure.
I don't really think you need to see the fabric. I bought Grace Notes Snickerdoodle because
that's a fun color.
Kathy and Missy make it look like so much fun to stitch on. And I bought some Atomic Ranch Amber Wave, just because I thought that this was a really beautiful color. And then I also bought the Forbidden Fiber Co.
Oh, yeah.
This one is
that's a pretty blue.
Forbidden Lullaby. I'm always looking for a nice blue, and that is a nice blue. And
you crack pretty easily, don't you?
I know. And then this one is called Forbidden Parchment, and it's got like a pinky kind of tone to it. So, you know, what are you going to do?
Someday you'll need it.
Yeah, someday I'll need it. Yep. just like someday I'm going to need all that other fabric. That
Right.
yeah. So, oh, and I also found at Hobby House, I found the Weeks Dye Works floss that I was looking for called Salt Glaze, which I'd never heard of before. But this is salt.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, this is Salt Glaze, and it's for a barefoot needle art chart that I bought. So now I have all the threads for that and can start that at any time.
Pretty fabric. I don't know that it's for that, but
oh yeah. Oh, and I got the 32 count cat's whiskers from Tabby Cat, because I've never tried Tabby Cat fabric, so decided to try that. And this is a bluish, so I like stitching on blue fabric. A lot of my charts seem to
that's true.
Kind of call for blue fabric.
Sea themed ones.
Yeah.
Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
So that's that. So how long is it going to take us to clean this up?
I don't know. Hope you got some.
I'm glad it's a Friday night.
I know. So plans?
Let's see. I would like to keep stitching on Samhain and Salem. Actually, I'd like to do some more of that house. And then I do have a bunch of summer smalls that I picked out, so I'd kind of like to do a few of those. And I still have not finished my May. I only did one of my May BossMe, and I still have both of my June to do. And Kathy will be picking two more numbers very, very soon.
And I am behind.
Yeah. But I'm gonna catch up.
All right.
So
for me, I'm afraid to stop working on Prim Village.
Yeah.
I've made this much progress, and I just need to keep on going, I think.
Good.
So I'm going to do that, but I do understand what you have been talking about a lot this year about wanting to do smalls. And when I'm done with that, boy, that's what I want to focus on for a while.
Yeah. Because I have a lot of really cute small charts.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Actually, I can put a picture in too of the BossMe gang.
Oh,
yeah. We had our picture taken.
Right.
So
we did a lot of fun pictures at Stitchcon.
So,
they had some nice setups for that.
Yeah. So like I said, stay tuned if you're interested in looking at the brag table, because I will put a video or pictures or whatever I have, and thank you very much for staying with us so long, and we will be back in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
So until then, take care.
We'll be back in 2 weeks, and then we'll be heading to Stitch, New Jersey.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. So
all right. So hope summer's off to a good start for you all, and hope it involves a lot of stitching.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Such a simple word. simple word. And us is much more than you heard. Two little letters come together and then loneliness is cured. Yeah, us a simple word, and us is much more than you heard. Two little letters come together, and then loneliness is cured. Yeah, us is something like a dream. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And us is fun and fancy free. Oh yes, indeed. Two little letters come together, and then us makes you and me. I can't get enough, enough, enough. I can't get enough, enough, enough. I love us. Not just another fantasy. Us is as real as can be. Two little letters change forever, and we will touch the skies above the sea. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough. 'Cause I love us. I can't get, I can't get, I can't get, I can't get enough. Oh, love, us. I can't get, I can't get, I can't get, I can't Us is such a simple